Well, you're still on to the TVC Breakfast Show. This morning, let's talk sports. I am Chidebere Ezani. Now, it is day 2 of the 2018-2019 season of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Day 1 was filled with excitement, with home wins and away win, a goalkeeper error, and unfortunately, violence. Now, joining me this morning to talk about the NPFL is Andrew Randa, a Nigerian sports journalist and an ardent follower of a Nigerian League football. Welcome, Andrew, this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Chidebere, for having me, and good morning, Nigeria.
Yeah. Now, it's match day 2, and we expect a lot of matches across the grounds in Group A and Group B. Are we expecting the same level of excitement we saw in day 1?
Absolutely. I think it's going to be much, much better than match day 1. For me personally, I'm really happy the league is back. It gives me a lot of joy to see games played across the country, you know, traveling to cover games and all that. And match day 1, like you said, was really, really beautiful. And I'm expecting a lot of fireworks on match day 2. A few teams that didn't play in match day 1, like Niger Tornadoes, Rivers United, will kickstart their campaign today, you know, in a few hours' time. So I'm really looking forward to the games. And I do expect some wonderful goals too. And maybe 2 or 3 away wins, who knows?
Well, I don't know about that, but some games have been postponed again today. Does this show a lack of preparedness by the LMC? How did they make the fixtures that it's just 2 days into the league season and we already have at least 6 games postponed?
Chidi, like you know, there was a lot of furor related to the promotion of teams. So when they went to the NNL Super 8 and the 4 teams that were supposed to play in the Premier League were gotten, they asked for some time off to go and rest. It wouldn't make any sense for them to finish the playoffs and then 4 days later to start the NPFL campaign. So I think the LMC felt, listen, I mean, they're human beings at the end of the day. Let's give them 7-10 days to go and rest, reorganize themselves. You know, it's a step up a level. Playing in the NNL and playing in the NPFL, you know, it's a different kettle of fish. So the LMC agreed with, you know, the clubs that are promoted that, okay, we can postpone your games, go and prepare, go and refresh, and come back stronger. And that's why you see the games have been postponed. And apart from that, you also do know that Lobby Stars and Rangers are playing on the continent. Lobby played over the weekend. Rangers were off at Maseru. They played Bantu. So they are on their way back to Nigeria as I speak. So it doesn't really make much sense for you to put games. They fly straight from Maseru and then come to play a league game. It doesn't really make sense like that. So that was why the LMC postponed these games. Again, Kano Pillars and El Kanemi has been shifted to Thursday. The reasons have not been given. It might be political or there, but I'm not really sure. But there's a very, very good and cogent reason for some of these games being postponed. And I don't really think the LMC did bad in that regard.
Okay, now let's talk about the Ojo moment. Now, that particular goalkeeper, we've seen English clubs, goalkeepers do this, especially with Pep Guardiola. He likes his ball-playing goalkeeper. Now, a lot of slight has come to Oloreleke Ojo for that particular error in that game. Now, what do you attribute to this? Is this an overconfident goalkeeper or a goalkeeper who's trying to bring excitement into the league?
You know, before there was Leke Ojo, there's Rene Higuita, the Colombian goalkeeper. It happened to him in 1990 at the World Cup at Italy. So let's not forget that part. It's not the first time it's happening. A lot of people made it look as if it is the first time it's happening like that. But at the end of the day, Leke Ojo, I know him. He's a friend personally. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. But he had a rush of blood at that moment. Maybe he wanted to launch an attack. Remember, it was an added time, you know.
Hello. Okay, Andrew, thank you so much for your insight on the Nigeria Professional Football League. Of course, games will be played across grounds today in Group A and Group B, and we expect a lot of fireworks. That's all we have this morning on the Breakfast Show in sports. Up next is the weather forecast of major cities across Nigeria. The Breakfast Show continues right after.